Alright you guys, so RitoBloxFix here. I'm doing a replay review for Learn Dota 2 subreddit. Um, Looking at like a high 1k Sand King. And let's just get right into it. So first thing is that ward, um, and sorry if it's a little awkward me just switching between free camera. Like the Zeus obviously saw this ward. 100% saw this ward. What did Zeus skill? Well, Zeus didn't skill it, so that's the only reason he didn't deward it immediately. But Zeus saw this ward 100%. He's got a skill to give him True Sight, so he's gonna deward this very quickly. Um, and uh, even the Tinker's probably mid, so there's no reason for the Zeus not to come back and just deward this very quickly. So, first mistake, putting the ward there. It's great to have the ward for the team. I think definitely, get a ward, make sure your other support isn't too poor. Great idea. But in this case, just where he placed it, you saw the Zeus is there, so and the Zeus has True Sight, so he's gonna deward it immediately. And this isn't like it's not like someone else saw it and maybe they'll forget. It's just the Zeus himself saw it. He's the one who's gonna deward it. So not too much going on. I mean, I like the idea of this ward. It's a good spot for the ward, but they see it. So you could put that ward later in lane. You don't have to put that ward right away. Um, your team's not coming to help you fight it, so it's not like you needed to fight or anything. So yeah, it's just the first mistake. Um, I don't really know why he's standing here. Is the other thing. I guess you could just stand closer to the tier 1 and then block earlier. So block is good for sure. Just, I don't really see the reason to start there when you could start farther back. So you're laning with a Monkey King. 2 melees, always just have to be a little bit worried about the having ranged opponent in your lane. But, it should be fine. Your offlaners, you're not, well, in theory, you're offlaners. That's the other thing. In 7.0, I think the side lanes are kind of equal. I don't think there's a huge difference between offlane and hard lane. So, let's see. I mean, you don't deny there. Missed the last hit. Lots of mistakes right away. I think you guys maybe can kill Zeus. So, what does he have? He's got his stun. And you don't have a stun. You have Caustic Finale, which is okay. But, I don't know. It just kind of seems like if you got all those last hits, that would have been great. If you helped Sand King harass the Zeus more, that would have been great. But you kind of did neither. You kind of didn't harass the Zeus, and then you failed to get the last hits. It's also getting the also Caustic Finale isn't good when you have a carry. As far as I know, Monkey King is basically a carry hero, and he's got carry items. So, it's just greedy to get the Caustic Finale when you have a laning partner. So there you go. You get the stun, which is great. Monkey King getting the last hit. Let's see. I mean, that was a great. So you kind of notice yourself that you have the Zeus is a little out of position here. He's not terribly close, and he's got no mana. So he's got the Ani to help him. So he shouldn't be dead per se, but he's not in a good position here. He should really be like back here. Right, he should really be like back here and using his Q to last it from a distance. But he doesn't even have mana left, so that's really why he's getting close, because he doesn't have mana left, but he still wants to get last hits. So he's playing greedy. He's got boots. He doesn't have any mana regen. He should have like, instead of boots, he should have like, stick and like clarities. Really, what he should have, and then just get the boots in a couple minutes. So you make a great play here to stun. So that's great. You stun him. He's out of position. Your Monkey King teammate, lane partner, is paying attention. He's doing a pretty good job for a 1K. 1K is pretty bad. It's pretty low skill. So for him to follow up with the stun is I'm actually pretty impressed for a 1K. So he comes up, really good timing on the stun. So and look how little health he has. So if you had stayed there And then you have the Caustic Finale, which the Caustic Finale does 90 damage, or 40. It would do 45 damage if you didn't die. It's going to do 45 damage in about 6 seconds. Let's see if we can see how much time. He's got plenty of time left on that Caustic Finale, but you know, in 6 seconds, he's going to take another 45 damage. He's already down to, and unfortunately, this stupid. Oh, there we go. So this is already down to 186, so he'll be down to like 135. So really, like 3 right clicks and he's dead. So if you were here, you could have gotten 1 right click while he stunned him, another right click. Omni's going to heal him, of course, so it's not so easy, but could have got really close, at the very least, very close to killing him, forcing him to get back. So, you know, I just thought it was really strange. It's really strange that you stun him, which is great, and then you run away. And, you know, so it's kind of like you had the idea, stun him. Monkey King follows up with a well-timed, well-chained, you know, follow-up stun. And then, but then you run away and you're not there anymore. So if you were still there, at very least you kick him out of the lane, force him out. You know, probably get a kill because it's 1K and they're terrible. So, you know, yeah, look how low he is. So, you know, if you were there, get a couple more right clicks, he'd be really low. He'd have to run away. But instead, now, you know, the creep's pushing into the tower. He's going to get all this XP. You know, he can't last it because he's garbage, because he's 1K, but that's fine. So now the lane's really close, and Zeus is going to get the bounty rune. So you gotta think, like, where's Zeus going? You should look at the clock. Okay, it's 2:10. So you might be able, like, this is how kind of you think more than a 1K. So, you know, personally, I'm 1K myself, so it's a little ironic maybe that I'm making these, but you know, what you should be thinking is, okay, there's 2 minutes left. You have full mana. You know that Zeus was low. Zeus just disappears. There's a good chance he's going for the bounty rune. So, you know, whether you want to go for it or not, the lifestealer's in the jungle, and then you don't want to walk into a lifestealer with full health. The lifestealer might be low too. But you have a good escape. You have this, you know, basically, it's called Burrow Strike, right? It's basically like a blink into stun automatically. So, you should be pretty confident. If anything happens, you can run away. And instead, what are you doing here? You're splitting XP with Monkey King, you know, while you watch the tower, like, just hit creeps. Like, you're not really doing a lot unless you think you're gonna kill Omni. So let's see. If you kill Omni, then I'll say, okay, I was wrong. Instead, you start wandering, and you try to... Oh, you pull the creeps. So pulling the creeps is really useful. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Only issue is that this creep made it through, so it's gonna mess up. Oh, nope, you guys made it. So good job. So you pull the creeps, that's great. Then you take the creeps over here and you pull them to the left side of the lane to make sure that they don't distract your pulled creeps. I don't think you have to tank this though. It doesn't make sense to tank this. There's no reason to take this all the way back. Just walk it all the way back. If the tower takes a last hit or two, that's probably worth all the HP you're losing, because you've already lost 200 HP just to creeps. So, you know, I just think this is a little unnecessary. Omni's heal is a very powerful spell. Does 90 damage at first, which I think is 72 with reduction. 70, yeah, like it's actually like 70. Anyway, it's 75% of 90. It's just about 70, I think. 72 or something like that. So, you know, it's a little bit dangerous here, and I don't know if he's close to getting a level. He's close to getting level 3, so then that becomes 160, becomes a bigger deal. So yeah, there's no need to take the harass there. I know you have tangos, but you don't want to just waste them. You know, worst case scenario with the tangos is you don't use them and you sell them back. You know, you sell them back for like 50 gold, helps you get, like, you know, a little bit quicker of an item. So again, you keep tanking them. There's just no need to tank them at all. Let's see. So Zeus spots. Does Zeus kill your courier? Oh, he missed. Oh, he missed. So you got lucky there. So don't say you never get lucky. Now you're trying to punish. And again, like, you have to. I think you need to anticipate. You need to anticipate Monkey King's stun better, because he's actually doing a good job. These are good stuns that he's doing, following up on your stuns. So you need to kind of anticipate that and try to stay. You can try to dodge the Omni heal nuke. for sure. But for, like that's just, you know, you could have killed him. You know, you really could have killed him, and instead he runs away. Instead, you're in trouble. So, let's see. I don't really know Sand King as a hero that well, to be honest. But I'm thinking like the Caustic Finale is kind of waste right now. Like you could have your second level in Burrow Strike, and you have the if you're solo lane, 100% get the Caustic Finale because you want to get last hits. But you have a Monkey King carry helping you, partnering with you in lane. So if he's going to be getting the last hits, then you're better off with the second level in Burrow Strike. Possibly second level of Stamp Storm? I don't know. It doesn't sound good to me, but again, I'm not really a Sand King. I don't really know much about Sand King, um, so that's good. Oh my God! So like you did it again. Like you make a great stun. You make a great stun to start the attack on. Oh my God! I broke it. What did I do? Okay. So you make this great stun. You make a great stun right there. But then you run away right when Monkey King comes in. So Monkey King unfortunately doesn't have the mana to follow up with a second stun, but he's got the slow. And at early levels, slows are usually much stronger than stuns actually. So yeah, I mean you could have been there if you want to avoid the Omni, what the hell is this called? Purification, right? If you want to avoid that, you could run away in a different direction. You can stun him and then run up so that as Zeus runs towards his tower, you can kill him basically before he gets to the tower. So if you want to avoid the Omni nuke, definitely a good idea. You should instead, I think, run upwards. Up, up just like right here, and then you don't have to worry about the Omni nuke. And then once the Omni nuke is gone, then you can come back and gauge, or you can gauge the fight like that. So great stun. I'm slow by the thing, by the Monkey King, and so if you were there, you would have had maybe 2 more right clicks. So again, you probably don't kill him, but you could definitely get him lower. So just think about when you do something like a stun, think about what's the follow up. And if you're not going to follow up, then you might as well not even stun, because at that point you're just wasting mana. So I lost track of it. You go to get the bounty rune, that's fine. You can shrine here. Would be nice if your monkey would come and shrine with you. So I don't know if you're waiting for him, but I wouldn't wait for him at this point, especially in a pub. Like just take it. Like ping it. I'm sure you pinged it. I'm pretty sure what happened is you pinged it, you waited, and they didn't come. So yeah, it's like sorry, Monkey King, man. Like he's gotta be there. So you know, that's worst case scenario, he'll get some stuff with clarity. So like yeah, I don't. What did you do? I'm sorry. Let me go back to your player perspective because I think I'm losing a little bit of information now. So yeah, I mean that little foray towards this shop, it's just a waste of time. Um, I don't know what you're gonna buy with 300 gold. Maybe a Quelling Blade, maybe a wand. A wand would be really good. Oh, you do have a wand already, so yeah. PMS is probably a little bit strange on a non-edgy hero, but it wouldn't be the worst hero. But yeah, I don't understand why you're walking here. Maybe to scout, see if they're going. Is that what you were thinking? So maybe that's okay. But yeah, just always you gotta be really mindful of the creeps. I think that's one of the things that I've noticed, particularly in your game, but I've definitely noticed it. But it's just in one game, like people don't respect the creeps. Like they don't understand like these need to get last hit. Like this is all money that you're throwing in the garbage. Like each creep is a check. Each creep is a check, and you can either take the check to the bank. Um, I was about to pause the replay to wait for Monkey King. So either you take the check to the bank and you deposit it, or you rip it up and you waste it. So respect those creeps, man. Don't let them hit you. Don't take damage, especially at early levels. Like once you're like 20 minutes in the game, then it's like yeah, they're not really doing any damage. So I like what you're doing here. It's really good what you're doing. You're looking around the map, checking everyone's items. Um, so giving you information. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention myself. Um, So maybe I'll just do that right now. So let's just see what they have. So yeah, so he's just building looks like treads, I would guess. Um, you know, probably rushing bots. I can see how much gold he has. He doesn't have much gold yet. And looks like maybe Vanguard rush. Hopefully he gets. Well, actually, I can see exactly what he's getting. So yeah, Vanguard into Buckler into Crimson Guard. So he's building really tanky. But again, he should get his boots though. I think it's next. So this is but yeah, that's good. That's really good habit to get around, look at items, and then also think about what the items mean. So I don't know whether you did or not. You very well could have. But yeah, don't just click and be like, oh, I see he has a ring of health. Like, he has a ring of health. What is that building into? Ring of health on anti-mage is a very different item than ring of health on Elder Titan. So just think about what they mean and see if that's going to affect your itemization at all. I don't think anything strange is happening in this game, so yeah, let's. But I mean, it's good. Wait for your Monkey King. And let's see. So, I'd be really conscious here of staying in XP range. I think you're still in XP range, but I don't think you're actually worried about it. So just make sure you understand. Like, you want to be in XP range, you want to make sure. So hopefully you are. XP is really important. If you're not getting last hits, at least get the XP. So did you miss that last hit somehow? Let's see. That one you definitely got. So I mean, I think you have to choose there. But that's last hitting you can learn. I don't need to tell you how to do that. I'm not really good at last hitting either. I can just point, and say haha when you miss one. Yeah, you should know last hitting better is always super important. So one thing your screen position is a little bit low. I think you can be more aggressive and keep your screen higher. You don't need to see your hero. So I kind of notice, and I actually do the same thing, and I'm working on it right now. Your screen moving stops kind of like right at the edge. So let's see if we could see an example really fast. I could pause it. So yeah, like right here, there's nothing for you to see. There's nothing here for you to see. So it's not exactly what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. But kind of what I meant was a lot of times what I noticed is that as you're screen panning, you go like this. What I mean is you would leave your hero like right at the edge of the bottom. Don't be afraid to go off the edge. Like, don't be afraid to just go bloop, and now you can see the whole creep wave, and you could see Zeus and Omni. So it's a little bit scary because somebody could be coming from the river, but that's why you have the mini map. You have the mini map. If something happens in the mini map, worst case scenario, you double tap F1 and you recenter on your hero. You can see what's going on. But don't be like this isn't a leash. Your hero is not a leash on your screen. I guess is the main point. Just go. If you need to go like this, that's what you need to do. And also throughout this, even though you did it during the pause, throughout this, you might think, oh, there's not a lot for me to do. You're out of XP range, so definitely get into XP range. But if you have a few seconds of downtime, like go check the items. Like where's this Tinker? So Tinker looks like he just left my mini map, even though he somehow. Oh, there he is. He invis? Anyway, so you can see his items. He doesn't have anything yet. There is an invisible lifestealer here. So he doesn't have any items yet. That's good. I mean, it's just good information for you. And there should be... Anyway, there's another Titan there, but see if you can click on him in game. The replay system seems a little bugged. So back to your player perspective. Again, you're using your hero as a leash. Oh, there you go. You kind of left it. So you're kind of using your hero as a leash. Like, you don't need to see like your allies. So I don't know if you're going to Shrine now, or are you going to the Rune? Okay, so you go to the Rune. That's great. Get the bounty. Get an XP range. You see the Omni. You see the Zeus now. And like that. So yeah, be a little more aggressive with your... yeah, be a little more aggressive with your screen position, I guess. And again, I just know this from watching other coaches, like watching like actual high level, like 6K, 7K people coaching others. But yeah, like put your camera like here. Like you don't need to see this. This is all, garbage that Valve makes to sell more hats. Um, like you could put your camera like this, right? Because this is what you need to see. You need to see if anyone else is coming. There's a life stealer coming. So I don't understand what's going on with this replay. So I'm actually not 100% sure if the fog is working right. Okay, so this is now the radiant fog. So you can definitely see the life stealer, even though it's bugged in my replay. That's what you need to see. You need to see this. You don't need to see like all this stuff over here, right? So just don't let your hero be a leash on your camera. That's the main thing. So you can't see anything. You can't see anything that's going on right now. So like you can't see if your Monkey King is getting ready to do something. You can't see if Lifestealer is jumping out of the jungle. Um, they don't have. Looks like they don't have wards, so that's good. But all Zeus needs to do is accidentally uh, what's this called? Lightning bolt. All you have to do is accidentally bolt right here, and this monkey's in a lot of trouble. So again, really strange lane, I guess, because Monkey's kind of playing the support now. He's letting you last hit, so I don't really understand why that's happening. That's fine. As long as you get the last hits, it's fine. So you missed 2 last hits, again. Like, you can't be missing just, like, 2 last hits. Even under tower. Like, under tower, you should be getting, like, maybe, like, 3 out of 4 or something like that. So stun, good. You follow it. Oh, you followed up really well this time. You followed up really well, so you did better. So it's good. It's a little bit sloppy. It's definitely a little bit sloppy the way you channel the spell. Let's go back. Let's just go back and look at that. It's definitely good enough to get the kill, so that's great. But let's see if we can't figure out exactly how to make it cleaner. So stun. Oh, you didn't have the mana. So you get the mana as soon as you get the mana, you do it. So yeah, that's fine. Like a little bit sloppy because of the mana, but that's the best you could do. Yeah, now you follow up, kill Zeus. So that was great. That was really good. And just I think the main difference is I just want to highlight this again. So your movement. Your movement is you stun, and then what do? You walk upwards to block their retreat. And not only that, you did it to avoid the Omni heal. So it's perfect. And if it's perfect. So this was great. You stun, and then you walk in the direction of their retreat. So as they try to retreat, you're right there to block them. So that's good. Only thing to make it cleaner, I think, is once your ult goes off. So your ult goes off. Like now Zeus is not repelled. Omni's dead. He's beyond dead. He's been dead for a couple seconds now. Start walking towards the Zeus. You'll get the kill faster. So that's kind of like what I mean about making the kills cleaner, making them less sloppy. But it was enough. So this is a really good result, regardless. So let's see what you do with this. You finish. You get your mana. Your health is really high, so I don't think you need to start walking backwards. You should be pushing now. So one of the things is so right here you could come in, burrow. You have a siege creep. It's gonna help you a lot. Burrow strike, kill all these creeps, and then now you start getting hits in the tower. You should be fine. So sniper. Oh, his sniper's on your team. So my only doubt about what I just said is all the enemies missing. So you have 4 enemy heroes missing. So you do want to keep that in mind. But I think your instinct should be to walk upwards for sure. And then they say, oh, they're all missing, then you run away. So let's see what you do instead. If you do something productive instead, then it's totally worth it. You could shrine for mana. I don't know what Monkey King's doing. I'm not even gonna look. I don't really care. You get the bounty rune. That's great.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Fortify. Oh, because of bot tower. So you fortify because of bot tower, or Mirana did. So you didn't do that, but that's fine. And yeah, see, like you have very minimal damage, and now you're meeting the people here. I would have gone in for a burrow strike just to get more damage on the tower, and then back off. So just don't take a breath after a fight. Or I mean, dude, just breathe. Always breathe. But don't just be like, oh, the fight's over. Okay, now I can take a break. Now I can relax. Like normally, after a fight is actually like one of the most urgent moments in the game. So anyway, it's just a small thing, but these small things add up. If that gives you half tower damage, right? That means every 2 times you don't do that, it costs you tower, basically. So you're pretty calm right now, which is it's fine. Everyone's missing off the map, but it's 1K, so what can you do? No one's got wards. You can buy wards. If you're buying wards out of base, I guess that's the other thing. If you're buying ward out of base, then you're not hard carry. You're not carrying. You're not playing carry if you buy ward out of base. But then you get caustic finale. So those two ideas conflict. So um, just make up your mind, right? If you're gonna get caustic finale because you want to get all the last hits, because that's the game you want to play, because you looked at the draft and you're like, hey, we need Sand King. I need Sand King to get a quick blink. I need to be Sand King carrying this game because that's the way the drafts work. That's great. Um, but then do that. Then don't buy a ward out of base. Then get the items that you need. If you're gonna buy a ward out of base because you're like, hey, we have Sniper, Monkey King, PA, that basically makes me the least hard carry on the team. So yeah, I should be the one buying a ward for sure. That's great. You buy a ward. Hopefully Mirana buys the rest, but then you don't need caustic finale, right? Because the Monkey King is going to be carrying because you bought the ward. So just consistency in your logic is something that I think you should work on. I think that's something that'll actually give you a lot of MMR. Same thing over here. You would stun Zeus and then just run away. And it's like, well, if you stun Zeus, get the most you can out of it. Leverage that. You spent mana. You spend, how much mana does this thing cost at level 1? Costs 110 mana. That's a lot at level 1. That's a decent amount. That's like almost half your mana at level 1. So if you're going to stun him, and then follow up, and then get the most damage that you can out of that one stun. And then Monkey King, both times, the first 2 times, did a really good job of following up. First time with a stun, and the second time jumping out with a slow. So both times you could have, you had a teammate with you to really leverage that, and you didn't. You just kind of blinked out. And then the third time you did it. The third time you stunned it, and then you walked up in the direction of the retreat, blocked off the retreat. Excellent job. Followed up solo channeling with the ult, so you did everything. That was a logically consistent play throughout the whole thing. The whole time you're like, hey, I'm going to spend a little mana to stun him, and then I'm going to spend a little bit more mana to ult him, and then I'm going to put it all together, and that's a kill. If you don't put it all together, then all you're doing is, oh, I'm spending 110 mana. How much damage does this do? I'm spending 110 at level 1, 110 mana to do 100 damage. Like, not really worth it. Level 3, 130 mana to do 220 damage. A little bit more efficient, or significantly more efficient, I should say, but you're not going to kill Zeus with 220 damage alone. So, just, that's the thing I would say as a more general advice. Just be more logically consistent throughout your plays and throughout the game. I've been talking a lot, and again, probably a lot of things I've said are wrong because I'm not really that good, and I'm not really better than you. But it's just getting an outsider perspective, right? Just me being separated from your play and me just being a distant observer. I can probably see things that you can't see, and I'm sure you could see a lot of things in my game that I can't see. Just being a third person watching the game. So anyway. To anyone else watching this, main thing I would say is, if anything, any corrections, anything that I just said that was just totally wrong, please put it in the comments, let me know, and thanks for watching.